It was a shock to see that here, nothing is like what I learned at school. Commanding the prisoners, controlling the prison. It's the prisoners who control the prison, who organize themselves. We're only instruments to survey the walls and control the barriers. Nothing more. Survey the walls and control the barriers. Vocations fall quickly out of contact with reality, and the reality of La Modelo is 5,000 prisoners for 2,400 places. 5,000 men in 2 squalid buildings in the northern quarter, in the one surmounted by barbed wire, the high security wing, and in the 2 buildings in the southern quarter, recently repainted blue. The northern quarter is controlled by the extreme left guerrilla. The southern quarter is controlled by the extreme right militia, the paramilitary which fights against the guerrilla. Between the 2, the maximum security wing and its wire grill which covers the exercise yard. About 30 important people are incarcerated here. All but one are big bosses of the drug cartel. One of them, for example, was Pablo Escobar's right-hand man. He gave himself up after his boss was killed by the police 10 years ago. Velasquez Vasquez, nicknamed Popeye, considered to be one of the biggest killers in the world. I've been accused of being the head of the terrorist branch of the Medellin cartel, of having kidnapped the current president of the republic when he was candidate for mayor of Bogota, of having assassinated the republic's public prosecutor, of terrorism, murder, and other crimes. Pablo Escobar was surrounded by 3,000 killers from the age of 10 to 58. How old were you when you began to kill? I was 18. And why? It's normal because Colombia is a culture of violence. My greatest success was the kidnapping of the president of the republic when he was candidate for mayor of Bogota. A well-conceived, well-organized, nice, clean operation for me. And in addition, the fact of having kidnapped him sent him right up to the top of the polls. How many people have you killed? Policemen? Ordinary people? Only psychopaths count those they've murdered and hold on to their memories. I think I've killed about 150 professionally. In the center of the prison, under this high security wing, there's a border between the south and the north. There where the last gun battle took place. The prisoners have named it the Corridor of Death. At the end of this corridor, a crossroads. Everything which comes in or goes out of the prison passes by here, under the eye of the guards at the checkpoint. 90% of the prisoners are common law criminals. They are neither extreme left guerrillas or extreme right militia, and they would willingly choose to know nothing about this war if the North and South enemies would leave them alone to do so. At La Modelo, it's been a long time since any director has stayed longer than 6 months. The last one to accept the position is very young. Captain Garchana, 32 years old, was promoted 2 months ago. The hardest thing is to maintain an equilibrium between the different factions. There is the right, the left, the drug traffickers, the terrorists, the assassins, the white-collar thieves. That's the hardest thing. Are you armed? No. I don't carry any weapons. My only weapon are my tools of work.